A lot of my works revolves around what it truly means to live as an artist. Not just in image, but in effort, in doubt, in patience, and in the quiet resilience it demands. It is an exploration of the emotional reality I face. I see it in a way as a quiet rebellion against the pressure to glamorize the artistic path, which in reality has very little glamour. So today I want to speak a bit from the heart, not just about this piece, but about the deeper struggle that shaped it. And like most of my videos, I will be offering a deeply personal, yet sometimes universally resonant view into what it actually means to pursue a creative life. Not just the romanticized version, but the waiting, the hope, the wait, the loneliness, and the persistence. I often end up questioning myself, is it worth it to follow the uncertain path of passion when a more stable one might bring ease, comfort, and even happiness? I'm constantly torn between the desire to follow a passion and the pressure to seek financial stability, especially in a society driven by material aspiration. The quiet but persistent dilemma between personal passion and societal expectation. These are themes present in other works, such as The Weight of Art, Good Things Come to Those Who Wait, and Perseverance, each of them expressing the cost of dedication, the ambiguity of progress, and the resilience needed to keep going. In The Weight of Art, the focus lies on the heavy canvas supported by the sitting figure's shoulders as a metaphor to the struggles of the artist. The desire to pursue our dream, fearing though the lack of sufficient financial remuneration, the self-doubting, and the constant questioning about the purpose of our art. In Good Things Come to Those Who Wait, the emotion of fear, specifically the fear of earning recognition as an artist late in life or after death. Here a figure is keeled over in a dramatic position with her skull-shaped head and arm resting on a table. In front of her old and tired body, a testimony of her talent that will live in years to come. In Perseverance, there is melancholy, but not despair, more a feeling of being suspended in reflection. An angelic artist figure sits in a contemplative stillness, gazing at her own creation with quiet uncertainty. Beyond the open archway, a single painting hangs on a distant gallery wall, a vision of possibility and sometimes doubt. My reflections now add another powerful layer. Not just a duality of choice, but also the evolution of belief over time. In 2024, I painted a painting I called The Easy Choice. It was painted during a time of belief, a moment where I held quite a sense of faith in my artistic journey. A year later comes The Race, the painting in the matter of this video, born from a more conflicted, rawer place. Let's start with the first painting. Here the polarities are again present. Inside a luminous, dreamlike cube, a winged figure floats beside a white canvas, surrounded by blooming trees and organic shapes. These are symbols of inspiration, creation, and inner calling. It is a vision of the beauty found in the creative expression. Outside the cube, figures move uniformly, faceless and heavy, shaded with alcohol bottles. They are symbolic of those who have taken the safer, more conventional path. Their posture speaks to a different reality, fatigue, dullness, and disconnection. It is a reminder that security does not always equate to fulfillment. I intentionally gave an ambiguous title for this piece. There is no easy choice. Both directions, the artist's path and the 9-to-5 job, come with their own struggles, assumptions, and consequences. Sometimes the dream job feels like the obvious way forward, other times the standard route that feels most accessible. But neither path is simple, and neither path is free from judgment, compromise, and sacrifice. Today, painting the race, the theme is expanded with sharper contrasts. It's a visual manifestation of doubt. What once felt noble now feels isolating. What in the easy choice was an artist painting in the shape of an angel secure of its path, here the artist is now confined within a small angular space, still in their act of creation but in more distorted color, suggesting anxiety, isolation, and a haunting question: is it worth it? The dull crowd walking with dark shades here in stark contrast is translated into two angelic figures racing freely through a lush green field. They are symbolic of those who take the steadier, more secure route, the structure, the promise of stability. And perhaps, just perhaps, they were right. There is a realization, or at least a confrontation, with the idea that the secure path may, in the end, deliver the same desires more efficiently: comfort, a sense of success, a place in the world. This painting isn't a surrender, but a reckoning. It reflects what I've witnessed, especially in smaller towns, where many are willing to serve jobs they don't necessarily love, all in pursuit of visible markers of success: the house, the car, the created life. And yet there's also a strange freedom in that, a simplicity in choosing the measurable path. The irony lies in how society frames success and happiness, the notion that passion should be enough to sustain us, when in truth, it often demands more sacrifice than certainty. The race mirrors how I've been feeling about being an artist and trying to make a living from what I love. The tension between two worlds, together the easy choice and the race, are not meant to judge either path, but to explore the full emotional and societal complexity of trying to choose between them. They are a meditation on doubt, on desire, on illusion, and ultimately on what it means to keep going when clarity is not guaranteed. The idea that choosing the safer path, not necessarily the one that sets your soul on fire, might actually bring more peace and more ease. Meanwhile, chasing your passion can feel like running barefoot uphill. But here's the thing: even though I wrestle with doubt, even though the art doesn't always pay the bills, this is still the place where I feel most alive. And that means something, or maybe it means everything. So I made this piece not just to express a conflict, but to honor it. To say, yes, this path is hard, yes, it's full of limits, uncertainty, and self-questioning, but it's also mine. And maybe that's the real work of being an artist, not just creating images, but learning to live with the contradictions, with the beauty and the doubt, with the dream and the reality. And last but not least, this body of works are an invitation for more empathy, for a deeper understanding, and above all, for a world that allows greater freedom in how we define success, purpose, and fulfillment. They are a pursuit of hope for diversity in the ways we live our lives and work, and less judgment in how we choose to build our lives.